Quindi aumentare le armi, potenziare le armi.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Xion. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens, I'm determined to save Xion and Den.
Andiamo a vedere cosa succede. Vediamo se c'è
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secret.
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out.
For the people of...
It's off.
Being
Strange doesn't cover. Whoever this...
Did no one ever...
No.
The Forbidden... That is what we... But now... I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. A composite being capable of the creation of a governing central figure. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force... That must be the Master Course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be record...
About the Lords.
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with... Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renin citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renins are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of...
What about the Sovereign?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much...
What is it? Did you find something?
It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects. Test subject number 1273, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here.
Alphen.
It's fine, really.
Test subject number 101, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one.
But what about the winners of the crown?
Upon victory, the sovereign... When a new sovereign is decided. But according to these, it's all lies. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler.
But even supposing that's true...
Crown contests have been meaning that for the past 300 years...
The Red Woman?
It's possible. She could be working for some...
Either way...
What about the data records?
Not that I can see. Just file... There's nothing here about who's behind all this. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to...
I'll do that.
Ok. Siamo finiti di... Sì, questo serve.
Only two... So why... Was there really no...
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
But...
If that were to...
Yeah.
That's right.
If you ever start to...
And I would be happy...
Ok, anche questo abbiamo fatto. Vediamo un po'. Vabbè, se sono diversi meglio votarli tutti. addentrati e torniamo ancora più in fondo. Eh sì, di lato c'è qualcosa. Il tiro della vita. Tutto bene, da andare a vedere. Fino a lungo.
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond.
Even with Lenegis crumbling.
So that's why you...
Yeah.
Now that you know how...
She kept... If the Renan people... Naori was the one who put that mask on me. And made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. You to survive. And you did.
place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. This is where the...
So this is the place where you...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work...
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then...
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's...
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes with all in the name of a sovereign. They linked Alphen's consciousness. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide...
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out his consciousness. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to see, but it was too late. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose, especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the that at least would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped. The Renis Alma was lost. And my only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Xion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. By that logic.
We have a maiden in Now all we need is the Renis Alma, Xion.
It's possible?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony...
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But
just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril.
No, it isn't! You found hope to...
Brinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you.
Starting with a little game called...
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we...
Yeah! We can protect the world and save Xion at the...
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renin lore is bound...
And they say
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
Ok. C'è il discorso.
So Naori, she stopped my... But then, I'm so...
You're wrong. What happened? You paid a head. The reason
Is the reason...
the thorns.
It all leads...
When my thorns are... I never dared know. The truth is about a life with the touch of my... Holding hand, embracing all the normal thing. I always... Is it real? I'm so scared. What if it doesn't work out?
That's not... I'm here to make... Forget We're going to... a normal life. There are a lot of...
Yeah. It's such a strange... I know. And it's for my sake.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe...
Good. I'll keep until our...
Ok, non sono due film della balla. Nuovo futuro. Ok. Ah, è per lei, non per noi. Era per lei. Va bene.
Sounds like this.
Her position.
Yeah.
Not only
It's as if...
Which basic...
You and
Tone, I know.
She's kind of...
Ok. Ok, ci siamo.